Facebook kick. Yeah, and I got a special guest on at 11 a.m. today. Looking forward to it. Yeah, special guest incoming at 11 a.m. The only way you can see the special guest is if you come to one of the other streams, guys. Just thought to let you know on Twitch, on TikTok. But yes, I'm very excited for today. Just finished school run, Jono, yeah? Nice. You're going to try and grind through the dead hours or not bother? Go home? Yeah. Yeah. January dead hours. There's no grind involved, mate, is there? Unfortunately, there's no grind involved at all, is there? Oh, God. Yeah, January's some of the worst months. LOA, Bolts is crap, is it, mate? We don't know. We don't know. It's not any in Liverpool. Raf on Switch. Welcome, matey. Yeah, it's got a special little guest today, Raf, and you know him well. Coming on about 11 a.m. Good to have a little catch up with the fella. Drew's out working on his fine January. Have you seen a video going around with Taxi Gary? No, I don't think I know a Taxi Gary. Tash Spider 57 on Kirby is there. Raf, you nailed it, lad. Raf's just put, is he teaching people to drive now? That is a very good, that's a very good clue, Raf. Spoiler alert. Yeah. I spoke to him last week, Raf. And I spoke to him last week. And I literally said, like, hey, do you fancy it? And he's always been up for it. He's up for it. You know what I mean? So he messaged me this morning. It was a last minute thing. He messaged me this morning and went, one of his lessons is cancelled. And he'll have a bit of a free spec between 11 and 12. I went, sounds, happy days, you're in. Yes, lad. The legend, the myth. I don't know what that. Oh, yeah. The new noise. Thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Was that chime loud, by the way, Raph, or wasn't it too bad? Because I've got the volume turned right down. Is the crash on the 57 backed up to the Switch Island? Yeah. Oh dear. Oh, mate, it's a nightmare that Switch Island. Is it loud? I might mute it then. Let's have a look. Yes, Martin on Twitch. Thank you very much, mate. So what happens is with Twitch, you've got to have four concurrent viewers on 4 separate days to be accepted into their like affiliate program on Twitch. So I need four concurrent viewers on Twitch for 4 days to get accepted. Mick told me about it this morning. Guys, if you're watching, come over to Twitch if you've got it. Much appreciated. Scouts JC, morning mate, how are we? Bill, hey, Twitch is leading the pack, innit? I haven't even had the YouTube comment yet. And YouTube's only the main one. All good, yeah, not bad, mate. Got a little special guest coming today. 11 a.m. 11 a.m. Twitch is the GOAT. I know, mate, I know. I'm just trying to push Twitch a little bit. I've already got followers on YouTube and Facebook and all them. So I am trying to push Twitch a bit. And then Kick is just filled with just people trying to blag your head and promote you, which is annoying. Go away. Matty, do you think Uber rates will get better sooner? Do you want my honest opinion or do you want me to lie to you to make you feel better? I've got a feeling, mate, it's going to get either the same or worse. Uber works on demand. The price goes up when there's a high demand. There's no high demand in January. There's no high demand for the next few months. Do you know what I mean? So we're gonna have to wait and see what happens. There's more news across board and hiring as well, isn't it? Some MP. Let me read out to you. The MP called Louise Hay has come out and said that the national standards that they're considering coming out to stop cross-border hiring issues and stuff like that is not enough. They want more. So it's going to be interesting what they're going to push for cross-border hiring and obviously taxi license in future. It's going to be interesting. Very interesting. When do you think the best times to work Uber are? So midweek is literally um, morning rush hour, afternoon rush hour, really, and then the weekends. Morning, Gareth on YouTube. How are we, mate? Good morning. We're getting a few regulars coming in now, which is quite nice. We're getting a bit of a routine. Don't trust a word an MP says. No, I know, Martin, but you know what, mate? The fact that it's just getting questioned is a big point. Now, myself personally, I think national standards could solve problems in the future. No one would have to run to different councils if they were all the same council ruling. Yeah, do you get it? Understand? Yeah. But what she's saying is national standards is not enough, and something else needs more looking into. Scouse morning rush hour is good if there's no roadwork or traffic. Scouse, the problem you've got, mate, right, is the busiest times on Uber is when it's the busiest traffic on the road. I know people that would rather earn less and not work the rush hours because of the traffic. So when I was full time taxis, I used to do the morning rush hour, the afternoon rush hour, and I hated the afternoon rush hour. I think the afternoon rush hour was a hell of a lot worse than the morning rush hour. So then when I started to pull back from Uber a bit, I'd then go out on a bit of a bigger morning Uber and not go out in the afternoon because it was that bad, and then top it up of a weekend. If you've been out since 7, what time's it now? It's coming up to 10. How are you getting on? Good or bad? Can imagine bad because it's January, but if you're getting close to your 18, £20 an hour in January, you should be hunky dory. How would it work for Uber for cross border? We don't know yet. We don't even know if it's going to get stopped. We don't know what. I know Andy Burnham's not happy with all the Wolves in Manchester and all the Sefton and all the Knowsley in Manchester. So I'm not too sure, mate. I'm not too sure. Yeah, time for the likes and follows, guys. Hussein, what time do you work? Technically, mate, this is part of my job. Content creation. And then I run the airport company and stuff like that. Pulling away from driving, mate. I might be hanging up my private hire badge this year. Done it long enough. It absolutely does me head in now. I do the odd airport run, but even that's getting tedious with Manchester Airport. Has anyone been to Manchester Airport recently? It is so bad. Manchester Airport is so bad. Morning, mate. Morning, everyone. Jono, have you been at Manchester Airport this morning? Oh, mate. Jono, are you the one in the Discord? I recognise Jono. Your DM company is good. DM Airport transfers, mate. It sure is. Quiet though this time of year, innit? Not much bookings are going on. It is Jono, yeah. Nice one, mate. So don't know if you know, guys, the Discord is popping off. There's about 500 followers in the Discord. The link's on drivermatty.com. Come and join the Discord and have a good laugh in there as well. Scouse JC on Twitch. Done 7 till 9. Classic hours, mate. Went home, dropped the kids off, made a coffee, just coming back out now. It's £20 for the first 2 hours. Lads, it's all you want in January, innit? The problem you've got now, Scouse, if you're going out now, the problem you've got now is trying to hit that 20 quid an hour now. I used to hate the dead hours, like, the dead hours were like painful. Painful. Gareth on YouTube, we are good Matty M double apping at the moment with Alpha and Uber, but looking forward to Bolt arriving in Merseyside. I've been busy this morning. Gareth, update on Bolt and Liverpool. They are allowing Liverpool, Sefton, Knowsley, Whittle plates to apply. So one of the Liverpool lads applied the other day and they turned him down. He emailed them and went, "Why have you turned me down?" They went, "We're not launching in Liverpool at the moment." So why have they allowing of our plates, our badges to apply? Crazy, mate. So it's rumoured that Bolt's coming, but there's no confirmation from them. They're turning applications down if you apply. The only way you can get on Bolt in Liverpool is if you're Sefton plated, because you can work Manchester and Bolt on a Sefton plate, a Sefton badge. Salam, buddy. Hello, Rat. You alright, mate? Rat on Facebook. Raf, stop it. 7 till 9:15, 60 quid. The hell, mate, you done well there, lad. Was it a bit of luck, Raf, or experience and skill? You might as well stay in till 12. Oh, dear, you're about scouts going out to work. Yeah, mate, the dead hours are rough, aren't they? Time for the follow, Sean. Appreciate it, mate. Thanks to everyone who's liking and follow. It helps out massively. But yeah, guys, if you're coming on to Twitch, I've got a special guest coming on at 11 a.m. But you won't be able to see it on TikTok, sorry. So come over to Twitch and or YouTube and watch it there. The special guest is coming soon. Mr. Cheap Talk feeding more like. Morning, Mr. Cheap. How are we, lad? We're starting to get a few regular YouTube and people joining in on the streams. So he's enjoying the consistency of it. Like I said, I'll be back as well, 10 a.m. on Friday. Oh, well, 9:30, 10 a.m. on Friday. But I might start bringing a Wednesday in as well. If it starts ticking over and getting good. How long have I been doing the taxis for? 2019, I think. Ish. Just before COVID, mate. One of the worst times ever. One of the worst times ever to start the taxis. Because I quit my employed job where I would have got paid in full because of COVID. I quit my employed job to start the cabs about 3 months before lockdown. So I got no employment protection. I got no self-employment protection. I was grinding through COVID, mate. It was very, very, very grim. 2% skill, 98% luck. Sounds about right, Raf. 2% skill to know the right place at the right time, and then the rest of it, whoever's booking. 26 years, Mr. Cheap. Is anyone beating 26 years on the cabs? 26 years, fair play to you. Respect, man. Ratch on YouTube, anyone heard from Barry? No. Lad, I thought we were forgetting about Barry. Been out since 5 a.m, finished about 20 minutes ago, 1:30 done so far with a school run done. Brilliant, Gareth. Happy days, mate. You're on the locals, aren't you? Gareth, so that's pre-commission, innit? Yeah, mate, 26 years. Damn. Fair play. Stop spamming Uber F off. What are you doing? Uber ruined my life. It's a bit of a heavy statement, that lad, isn't it? Why don't you just get a different job? Will I ever go back to a normal job? Mate, on my last 3 managers all said to me that I am unemployable. I was really bad. So yeah, I am unemployable. That's why I'm self-employed. Did you hear that chime again? I thought I muted it. I don't know what I'm doing here, guys. Let me know if you heard that chime and was it loud. Morning all, Ben on YouTube. How are we, kiddo? Yes, locals. Good lad. Andy, Mr. Accountant. When are you coming on? Andy, me and you are going to fall out, lad. Tax Makes Digital is coming in April, and I need my accountant. online. I've got another guest coming today, but Friday or even in Feb, when January's over, Andy, you're coming online, mate. Even if I have to drag you to me little shed. You're coming on, boy. Love the new layout. Hey, what do you reckon? Isn't it a really clean layout? I thought I'd done a good job here. Got a little advert spinning. Got the event list coming up, the chat, and then I got my little collab cam below. Yeah, dead hours of crap. Gonna go for a walk instead. Go on, lad. Bit of elfiness in January. Love it. You heard the chime, right? I'm gonna have to turn the chime off for where are we? Because it's doing my head and then as well everyone else's. So I'm gonna turn it off for followers and likes. Yes. So now the chime shouldn't chime for followers. It should only chime for like other major stuff. Was that an Uber job, Matty? No. So I'm live on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and Facebook on me live software. And that chime is like when someone follows or interacts with the stream. I just turned it off. That was annoying. But yeah, if you're watching on TikTok, get over to Twitch or YouTube because my live guest is coming at 11 a.m. and he's a legend. You know his face. You've seen him before on the channel. If I ever become Prime Minister, first thing I'll do is get rid of Uber. Man, you got like a vendetta against Uber, haven't you? Hey? Madness. So I guess January is a very quiet time then. Because all I've heard is people complaining about Uber. Was it Denny? No, not Denny, mate. But I could get Denny on in the future. Definitely. But no, not Denny. He's been on he's been on my stream before. He's been on my videos before. Tracy, hello. Hello, how are we? Yes, lad. Like I said, could do. It's TFL to blame. I don't think it's TFL's to blame. TFL's not the problem, mate. It's the licensing rules and regulations is the problem. That's the problem with it. Taxi licensing rules and regulations is the problem. What pees me off the most about taxi drivers nowadays, Matty? I don't get peed off about taxi drivers, mate. So many drivers. Yeah, yeah. That's the problem, though, isn't it? The problem you got with so many drivers is they're just going to keep coming in until any legislation changes, any rules change. They're just going to keep coming in, and in the end, there's just going to be too many drivers for the work. I wish minimum pickup was £7. Mate, drives me nuts when drivers don't give way to you at a busy junction. They just stare at you. Go on then. If you want to talk about this, what is the worst type of driver on the road? Right? Taxi slash Uber, white van man, bus, or learners or HGVs. What's the worst type of driver if you had to name one? Police. Do you reckon the police are bad? Any Prius driver? Wolverhampton drivers? Guys, you're not getting an eye. What type of vehicle type of problem? Uh, you Uber drivers are the worst, my brother. Do you reckon? John, I'll leave the seven alone, lad. Trucks. Yeah, trucks are a bit heavy, aren't they? Uber drivers. We saying Uber drivers are the worst drivers on the road, are they? Mr. Cheap, Uber will beat up the industry. Yeah, mate. I think you've already have. Highlights of today is Popmaster at 10:30 and Holmes under the hammer. Go on then, man. Jog on, lad. See you later. Just leave your stream on, though. Stuart's blame David Cameron. Yeah, it was David Cameron who brought in the Deregulation Act, wasn't it? Andrew, my accountant, and most of his clients are taxi and Uber drivers. But let's see what Andrew says. Taxi drivers, as they don't think the driving rules apply to them. He has just insulted all his all his paying customers. But yeah, I can't. I'll be honest with you, mate. Yeah, I'd say my personal opinion. I don't like buses because I know they have a right of way, don't they, in the highway code? They just pull out on you. Do you know what I mean? I don't like HGVs where obviously they don't move out the way of the slow lane, which they don't have to. But then when they're coming on the motorway, they're expecting you to move out the way. Do you know what I mean? You can't have it both ways, Mr. Big Heavy Goods Vehicles. To have to follow P0151 on Twitch. Much appreciated, mate. The Twitch is going to be popping off, guys. So get on Twitch. Driver Matty on Twitch. Go search. Go sign up an account. Tune in there. It will help out massively. I just lost all my clients. Oh, that's imagine. Oh, that's funny. Best car for taxi, Toyota Prius. You're probably not wrong, mate. I'd probably say the best car for a taxi or for Uber is the cheapest, tiniest car you can get. I always joke about the Toyota Yaris and the Hyundai i10 and stuff like that, but they're actually really good cars for drivers. They're just awful for passengers. But for drivers, they're really good. Super cheap to insure, super cheap to buy, super cheap to run. Like they're the perfect Uber vehicle. Now, I'm not saying to go out and everyone get in a Yaris, but do you get me? That is the best vehicle. Or yeah, the Nissan Leaf, do you know what I mean? If you want your back broken by the time you're 30, then a Prius is a way to go. Sold mine for a Camry, way better. Is that the Toyota Camry? Is that like the size of a Mondeo Ace? The Toyota Camry? But yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Prius. I had the Prius Plus for a while. That was good. And that was a good XL vehicle, that. You could get Uber XL on that. Man, keep costs down. Mate, 100% that is the best way to go forward with the taxis and with Uber. As the rates are going down, as the work is going down, the only way you can make more money is by reducing your outgoings. Less expenses, more profit. What about the Toyota CHR 1.8 hybrid? See, the CHR, I can imagine would be great for the driver, but I've never been in the back of the one. But they look small. The Toyota CHR is small. They look small, and they got a funky handle to get in the back. Toyota Prius is the best for taxis. Probably is, mate, on paper. I'm not going to lie. But car and cab do still do settle by. I think so, Guy. Yeah, I think so, mate. I done a couple of reviews on them last week. I done the BYD Seal Estate, and I done the Hyundai Ioniq 5, and I've got a couple more coming up as well. I think I've got the Kia MP5 possibly coming up. I've got the Kia EV5, and I got the Hyundai Ioniq 9, which is the big, massive 7 Series. I've got those coming up for reviews as well. Tepu Games on YouTube. Hello, mate. It's not councils or Wolverine, it's drivers. I know drivers doing morning runs than every with plated cars and then night runs. Those guys are working also 20 hours, so to drivers who have no life. That probably won't be happening. That won't be um, helping. But there's been always drivers like that for years and years and years. They've always been drivers like that. Do you know what I mean? The problem is, mate, is just the amount of drivers, new drivers that are coming in compared to leaving is a lot greater coming in. Where back in the day, the same amount come in as the same amount left. That's what the issue is, the big issue. There's a CHR sitting over the road and he looks miserable. They look nice though for a little car. I just don't think they'll work well with the taxis. Mr. Cheap Talk Hyundai will be cost effective and good on price. So that Hyundai Ioniq 5, mate, I got 6 cases in the boot, loads of leg room. The rear seats recline. It's like 2p a mile to run. It's got over 350 mile range. And I think you can buy them new off them for 32 grand. So it's under the tax bracket of the 40k, you know, the big tax bill, luxury car tax. The Ioniq 5, mate, for a new car, I'd say is probably one of the best cars for Uber and stuff like that, if you get a good deal on it. Because I'm sure the 40, 50 grand new, you can get them for 32k, is crazy. The Enyaq look decent. Yeah, Raf and Twitch at the moment, he's got an Enyaq and he loves it. Um, and I done a review on Raf's Enyaq on YouTube, and it's brilliant, mate. I've always loved the Skodas, mate. The Skodas, I think, create some of the best practical cars on the planet, mate. The Skoda Superb, nothing is beating it in comfort, luxury, and practicability. It's unreal. I had the Skoda Superb Estate plug-in hybrid, and it was unbelievable. Lovely car. Man, he has the look of a man tied into a leash he regrets. Are you still scoping out the guy across your way? At least he's not asleep. Because last time you come on stream, Martin, there was a driver, weren't it, nearby, an Uber driver, watching my live stream. And then he used it to fall asleep. I was kind of offended a little bit. Andrew Nairn, what isn't helping his drivers, what are employed, but do the taxis to top money up. More and more of them are people are struggling while it takes money from full-time drivers. The part-timers, mate, are crazy. I just don't know how it works out. If I was going to do part-time, I'd be doing food delivery. I'd be doing parcel delivery. You don't have to plate a vehicle, which doesn't devalue your car, nothing like that. There's hardly any expenses compared in comparison, and you could still do a little bit of side income with it. I just don't get going through all the rigmarole of getting your private hire badge, getting your car plated, depreciating it like massively to do 100 quid, 200 quid a week of a Saturday night or something like that. Just don't understand the mentality. And I've been posting on Facebook a few big cars. There's a BMW iX7 that's been plated that I've seen, 2 of them actually. A Range Rover I've seen. Crazy. Yeah, I was gonna get one off Otto made up. I didn't now though. Yeah, mate, it's a lot of money in it. Mr. Cheap Talk never buy brand new. So cheap, yes, I agree with you, unless you can get it at a really good deal. So I think certain taxi centre and car and cab care and all them, you can sometimes save 10, 15, 20 grand off list price, and you get really good taxi warranties off them. So that's where like that works out well. Do you know what I mean? If you look for that Ionic 5, I don't think it's 45 grand or something, 50 grand, but you can get it off the likes of car and cab for 32, and it has a really good warranty for taxi drivers. But a lot of companies don't have a good warranty for taxi drivers. So that's in that sense, buying new makes sense because it's going to keep its value a lot more, isn't it? If you're already getting 10, 15 grand off the list value. So P, Raf on Raf on Twitch, he got his from Otto. He loves it, like, but he's full time, like he smashes it. Time for the follow on Twitch, Martin. Much appreciated, mate. I seen a Q8 on a nosy plate the other month. A Q8, an Audi Q8, that big SUV. It's crazy, mate. Isn't it? Mental. Hello, Luke on YouTube. Thanks for the contribution of Otto Suck Hard. Luke, gives your opinion, mate, on Otto CarPlay, so other people watching can have your opinion. Because it sounds like you're not happy, and P sounds on Twitch sounds like he's half tempted to join the Otto crew. Do you have to prove every expense when a tax goes digital, like every receipt, only if they ask? Yeah. So when tax goes digital, um, so if tax goes digital, um, everything, everything is recorded. Income, expenses, receipts. You can't get away with nothing. So from April 2026 going forward, guys, My advice would be 1 billion% be legit. Don't do anything dodgy. Don't be claiming benefits while working the cat. Nothing dodgy, guys, because they will get you. They've got like implemented like AI tools into the HMRC. They've got permissions now to look into your bank accounts. You cannot get away with anything after April 2026. Tax makes digital. I've got an accountant that watches my stream. He's very knowledgeable. He's my accountant, but he's not coming on the stream as a special guest. I've asked him loads. He would be very insightful, wouldn't he? Do you have Driver Denny coming on? If so, I'll have to set up Google Translate to Scouse. Do you reckon Denny's got a strong accent? I didn't think Denny had a strong accent. I don't even know if is Denny born. Is that Denny born and bred in Liverpool? I'm not too sure, mate. But yeah, that's what I mean. So the actual the way I've got the live stream set up, Jono, on Twitch and YouTube and stuff, you'll see it if you went over to that platform. Is I've got a special guest slot. Now that can be filled with anyone. Do you know what I mean? Maybe someone, anyone you can contribute to the stream in any way can come on the stream, mate. I'm happy as Larry. I'm fair game. Anyone's game. As long as they can contribute something to the stream, mate. Do you know what I mean? But I didn't think Denny had a strong accent. Oh, here we go. Luke's experience of Otto car. Let's have a nosy. So Luke on YouTube. Battery was F and the car was dirty, marked up. Lucky I recorded the car as it tried to charge me and still keep me with deposit. Really? Damn. Mr. Cheap Talk, never bought a car in 25 years, a new car in 25 years, and I've had 5 cars. You've had 5 cars in 25 years, Mr. Cheap Talk. I've had 5 cars in 6 months. Ask me accountant. He's sick of doing the accounts on them. Oh, by the way, I've got to sell the 7 Series, Andy. Sorry, mate. Oh God, he loves me. He loves me, really. He does. Andrew, my accountant. Big Brother is watching you from the 6th of April 2026. Yes. So from 2026, you are not getting away with anything. Anything. 100% legit. They'll catch you on AMPR systems. They'll get you at the petrol station. They'll get you at the airports, dropping off, picking up. You cannot get away with anything. Coming soon. Operation on YouTube. Hello, mate. Got a new medical certificate. Paid 50 quid to renew my Wolverhampton badge last month. And my Oldham license is due to renew next month. And Oldham Council is asking for a new medical. I don't understand why. Every council has different rules and regulations, mate. So certain medical certificates are accepted on certain councils. Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't really matter what you think. It's up to the council. If the council want their own Oldham medical certificate filled out, then that's just the way it is. Can I ask you a question? Why are you running 2 badges? You're running a Wolves badge and an Oldham badge, and you live where? Operation. Raf, now he's got a very mild accent. I thought that. It's a little bit squeaky, in it. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, I didn't think I had a strong Scouse accent. Marty on Twitch. A lot of business banks have the app as part of the package. Both mine does. Got some links if anyone wants one. What's that for? I must have missed that. I must have missed that. Sorry, Martin. Hey, Katie on Kick. Hello. If you come to promote the stream or offer your services, I'm not interested, Mrs. Katie. Thank you, though. Mr. Cheap, talking to Matty Jim Colin. Go on, lad. I love a grind. I'm going. I'm boxing on a boxing a 4. Can't wait. Can't he wait, man? I think fitness in this industry is massive. 100%. You need to get fit. Fitter the better. John, no, why Wolves badge? Where's badge ever? Sefton plates are best. I don't reckon Sefton's best, mate. You can't even get a flipping Ford Galaxy plated for 6 people on Sefton, mate. I don't reckon Sefton's a good plate, a good badge. Keep putting the word out. Yes, I do try, mate. I think, in it right though, I think the fitness needs to be like on point doing this job. So sedentary. I've started doing a lot more office-based stuff now, and still the same office-based stuff. I need to keep fit, mate. You got to. especially at our age, whatever. I don't know how old you are, Mr. Cheap, but if you've been on the cabs for 28 years, you're probably 50s as a guess. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, keep fit, man. A quiet strength on YouTube. I hate Uber, lol. Well, quiet, why don't you do something about it, mate? Why don't you go and find a new job? Why don't you go and find a new supplier of work? Why don't you go and do something different to cheer yourself up? People are really getting down in the dumps over Uber and what they're doing. Why? If you're not happy or you're not enjoying it, just go and find something else. There's plenty of fish in the sea. I was trying to think of another euphemism. Like there's plenty of wolves in the farmland. Operation because I don't want to BS stickers and big plates around my E-Class. That's why I chose to drive Wolf car. Oh, okay. So whereabouts are you? Operation Deliver Money then? Donald, what about badge from St. Helens? With St. Helens, Donald, I think it's a bit stricter. St. Helens is quite strict. Raf on Switch is St. Helens, and I think he said he's had a few problems with them. Hello, Tracy, go to base. That's it, Tracy. If you're not happy with Uber, go to base, go somewhere else. I just don't get it. I just don't get why you let something like that ruin your life. Do you know what I mean? If I was working in the Asda and I hated working in the Asda, I wouldn't be moping about. I'd apply for Tesco or Aldi. Do you know what I mean? Or Lidl. Morning, lads, and Adam. Thank you for joining on Twitch. Adam, much appreciated. More people on Twitch, the better. It really does help. So if you go and follow me on Twitch, create an account, and also the big screens on Twitch and YouTube where you can watch the guest. The guest is coming live at 11. Do you think they realise they're self-employed? Honestly, so if you get a badge, you can do a load of things with that badges. You know what I mean? Get into the funeral game, get into the wedding game, get into the airport transfers, work for local bases, work for different app companies. The private hire badge is your job, not Uber. Uber's not your job. Uber's just a supplier of work. E-Liquid Club on Facebook. Good morning, matey. How are we, lad? Luke, I agree. Uber better than building work or security work, I can tell you that. We are not Uber drivers as we have an option of high paid jobs, I would imagine. No, but Luke, it's not about that, lad, innit? If you're happy with Uber, great. But if you're not, your private hire badge can do a lot more things. Reach out to your local airport company and see if they need drivers. Do you know what I mean? Get into like the chauffeur game, get into the airport game, get into local bases. Find a different app like Bolt or another of those apps, Take Me and all them, whatever. Do you get me? There's loads more options on Uber, that's what I'm going to say. Mark, how are we, lad? Just got on what's happening this morning. Haven't missed much. Not really, just gabbing. My special guest is coming at 11. You know him well. Where have you been, Mark? You've been quiet in the WhatsApp group, lad. Don't hear much from you at all, lad. Ignorant. Mark's ignorant. You know Mark, fella was that big. Used to come on the stream. I'm only joking. But yeah, he's a bit quiet now. Doesn't get involved as much as he used to. Is there another strike 13th and 14th of Feb? Is there another strike? It best not be. And who's organising it? If it's an official strike organisation, I'll do a news article on it and I'll do some videos on it. If it's an official strike, if it's Bob on the taxi rank creating posters in ChatGPT and then getting all yous riled up, I'm not getting behind it. I got behind the last one on Monday, mate. It was diabolical. Right, Chef, I'm actually an operator and just started. Do you have many decent paying jobs? By the way, I was just talking about Uber. Oh, why you're an operator, yeah? No, mate. Be quiet, mate. Pete, best thing about taxis is you are your own boss. You can work when you want. You just need to put a graft in if needs be. That's it, Pete. And if it works for you, happy days, go for it, is right. If it doesn't work for you, do something else. Stop flipping striking on February and Valentine's. Crazy. Busy and I can't be asked. Is that right, Mark? Yeah? You're always busy, lad, little grafter, aren't you? We'll never be in an official strike. Martin, honestly, who's organising the strike? Can someone let me know in the comments who's organising the 13th and the 14th strike? I am. Are you striking or are you organising it? Do you actually drive now? You're always on here. I come here, mate, on a Monday and a Friday so far, 10 a.m. till midday. But no, I don't actually drive. Well, I'm still plated. I don't know what I'm doing yet. 2026, I'm kind of like, shall I just merge over to full time content and full time airport company? As in the owner of the airport company, not the driver. Has anyone seen the latest OTS rates? Awful. Mate, do you know what, mate? Right? Obviously, I'm not going to come out and just slag a nationwide company live on the stream. But what I've been told by a lot of people is that, yeah, and the fact that it's a bidding system, isn't it? So you got to bid for a job and the lowest bid wins. I think in any industry that's awful, but it does happen. It's a popular way of getting work. But I think in any industry that's awful, isn't it? Bid and the lowest bid wins. So then that's causing desperation and that's making people bid even less, which means more money for OTS, doesn't it? That's crazy how that works. Tell you the amount of jobs I have been in and out of because I can't work for anyone burns me head up. Mate, I'm unmanageable. A lot of managers have told me I'm unmanageable. I've got in a lot of trouble in employment over the years because I'm unmanageable, and that's why I'm self-employed. So you bang on, mate. Some people aren't built to be under employment, and some people love it, thrive on it. I know people who have got no interest in doing like growing their own thing or being their own businessman, and they are happy going to Tesco, coming home. When they're home, they're off the clock. They're not thinking about money. They're not thinking about anything, and they're just enjoying the time off. I'd be honest, I don't stop 7 days a week. If my phone's going off, emails, inquiries, like seriously. So sometimes the employment is better for some people. Andy on YouTube, won't be strikes on Valentine's Day. Liverpool are playing at home. Are Liverpool playing at home on Valentine's? No chance the strikes happening in Liverpool then. Raf, Jib these strikes, any fool asking AI to make a flyer and then spread it on social media. Jokers. 100% Raf, that's what I was saying on the last one. Loads of people are just creating flyers and throwing them out on social media. Do you know what I mean? To have to follow those guys and likes. But like you think about it, imagine if you're a local base and you want to be busy one day, or a hackney driver on the rank, and you're thinking, I can't wait for Valentine's, but Uber drivers are going to make it quiet. I'll create a flyer and throw it out on social media, and the mug Uber drivers will pick it up. That's what I mean. That's what's been happening. And there's loads of people striking, even though it hasn't made a difference. Do you know what I mean? It might be making the hackneys of the local bases a little bit busier. I'm not saying that's happening, by the way, but I'm just joking on the fact that, like, that could be happening, couldn't it? Nobody knows. GMB can't be, as they would need to ballot members and ADC shoe cards as they aren't recognised. Is that why? Is that why, lads? Yeah. So it's never going to get an officially back strike. So everyone's just throwing pitches out or trying to organise it themselves. It's never going to happen, mate, if it's going to be a self-organised strike. FA Cup playing Brighton on Valentine's. Madness. P on Twitch, everyone can strike all they want, they do. They really think it's going to change anything. Uber's laughing at you. That's it, mate. Uber's probably sat there like that going, more Sage commission for us. Even if it does work, do you know what I mean? Mental. Mental. Do you prefer chicken or turkey? Funny, aren't you? But if you're going to ask Edwin, but you want turkey's dry, innit? So, even though you're joking, I'll say chicken. It's a bit more moist. Turkey is very dry. Might get a Hackney plate now, cheap now, yeah. Place, yeah, we don't know what how the Hackney trade's going to go, do we? It might go up, it might go back down, might go worse, might implode, might explode. We don't know. Morning, Billy. How are we, kid? Time for all the likes and follows, much appreciated. My special guest on Twitch will be on YouTube. Will be joining in half an hour, 20 minutes, half an hour. A lot of us already know who it is. Morning, morning, morning. But yeah, like I said, guys, I just don't know. I just don't think strikes will ever work. I just don't think they will. 25 years ago, a Hackney plate was 40k. Now it was 5k. Yeah. Mental, innit? Crazy. But if they wear 5k now, because they wear 5k, Hackney's 25 years ago were like gold mines. That's why they were worth 40k. Do you know what I mean? So it's relative. Because the 5k plate now, the Hackneys aren't in as much as what 20. Do you know what I mean? Things are only as value because of the worth. So they only wear 5k because they wear 5k. Taxi ads, my Hackney is worth 5k also. It's mad, isn't it? The plates used to be like massive, even 30, 40, 50 grand back in the day. And you say now, if you got on a council that's an acquired council, you probably get even cheaper. 2k for the plate. Martin, we can apply for a new hack plate here. You can't. I didn't think that's even allowed. Has people ever bought or sold Hackney plates where you are, Martin, as well? But now you can get one free off the council. That's bad, that. But even if I wanted to sell it, who would want to buy it? That's what I mean. That's what I mean. They're worth 5 grand is because they're not worth any value. I've been half tempted to buy a Hackney, mate, and get a plate and just sit on it, see where it goes. Do you know what I mean? But I don't really want to. That is the question. That's the worry. You could buy it, mate, and you could buy it for 5 grand and it doesn't go anywhere. Maybe worth 3 grand 2 years. That's the gamble, innit? Sit on it, yeah. But like I said, it might go worse and worse and worse. Like the lad that Martin said on Twitch, he said that his council's now letting people apply for Hackney badges for free. Imagine if that happens. Your 5 grand's worth nothing then, is it? Taxi had my money comes from my free school runs now days. How do you do free school runs in a day? Depends on what area you're in. Yeah, 100%, mate. He's in Newcastle, Sunderland, mate. I'm in Blackpool, it's busier. Also, your 5k plate, is that a Blackpool plate? I can imagine a Blackpool plate being good because the seaside resort. Yeah, I'm on about Liverpool plates are around 5 grand now. And it used to be around 30, 40 grand. So quite similar, to be honest. Nah, not for years. We both know someone who got one 6 months ago. 260 quid to plate a hack. Wow. And that Hackney plate is now his. Wow. 20 years ago or 10 years ago, how much are your plates selling for, man? A lot of old people, so it's busy. Yeah, so they're relying on the Hackneys, aren't they, instead of Uber and like the apps. That's what'll happen, won't it? 20 grand. Yeah, then as an example, man, are you on about what plate are you on about, mate? Newcastle or Sunderland? Newcastle or Sunderland, Martin? Sunderland. So the Sunderland plates used to be 20 grand. Now you can get them off the council for free. And that's what the worry could happen in Blackpool, mate, couldn't it? Got one in the morning that drops off at 8:30. Then I go to one at 9. Then I got one at 3 p.m. Mate, that's brilliant. The fact that you got free school runs in a single day is boss. Normally, people only have one in the morning, one in the afternoon, don't they? That's crazy, that, isn't it? Sorry, guys, one sec. Loads of comments. So we are down from 120 Hackneys from 250 3 years ago. So if you got a Hackney, Martin, would you be busy or not? Like, is the Hackney trade absolutely cooked in Sunderland or what? My van's a 9-seater, got a Vito. Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense. By the way, guys, if you're on TikTok right now, come over to Twitch or YouTube because we've got a special guest coming on at 11 p.m. 11 a.m. In half an hour, I've got a special guest coming on, and you'll be able to see his camera and hear him. on the stream. You won't be able to see him on this. Man, they just sit around all day, mostly outside schools for some reason. Right, okay, okay, I get you. So the Hackney game is proper dead in Sunderland, like. Yeah. I don't know, see, if anything happens in the future to the trade, like cross-border hiring stopped or something happens to Uber or something like that, the Hackney trade could grow, couldn't it? Possibly. Do you know what I mean? The way streaming services are gone, people are probably buying DVD players and DVDs, so they're not having to stick with ads and pay all these streaming thingies if you want to rewatch an old movie. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes old new tech reverts back to old if something happens in the future. So this could possibly happen, couldn't it? Operator, owner, driver, what is your opinion? On what, mate? They're chucking Uber out of certain countries at the moment. That's what I mean, taxi. Like, if something happens, if legislation changes or laws change, and then the new government goes, we're just ignoring your operator's license going forward, Uber. Get out the country. The Hackney game's gonna go boom, innit? How's it going, mate? You alright, Daniel? Yeah, alright, mate. Chilling on live, Twitch, Kick, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. Got a live guest coming on at 11. So I'm just hanging around waiting for him. It'll be good. I haven't seen his face for a while. Yeah. So make sure if you're going to be online, mate, come over to Twitch or YouTube if you got it. Get the big screen on then. I know they use the Hackney badge to get on the school contracts and OTS and loads on Uber. Wait there, can you get a Hackney on Uber in Sunderland? Well, if you can, why wouldn't you get a Hackney badge then, man? You can pick up off the street, you can work Uber, you can book in your own work, you don't need an operator's license. Why wouldn't you get a Hackney? Matty Tixty Tockety. It is, lad. Get over to Twitchy Witchy or YouTube Ruby. My Hackney is on Uber. No Hackneys can get on it. Yeah, I don't like white cars. Racist. Oh yeah, so Sunderland, a white car only Hackneys, is it? So Hackneys and Liverpool can't get an Uber because we've only got WAVs, and I'm pretty sure they only allow cars, don't they? I'm not too sure actually. Sunderland is dead. Hello, Robert on YouTube. How are we, matey? Yeah, so I just don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know what's going on. Both don't, but Uber do. That's crazy, mate. So in Liverpool, if you get a Hackney in Liverpool, Liverpool Council, there is only WAVs, so you don't need TX4s, your Vitos, your Peugeot E7s. You can't get normal cars um, on the Hackneys in Liverpool. So don't think you can get your Hackney badge on Uber. I don't think they'll allow it. Hello, Mohammed. So if I'm an Uber driver in Stoke-on-Trent, can I drive in Wales? Why would you want to drive or what?